Hi, it's Louise at Spiral Bright Insight, and I just wanted to, it's going to be a slightly different video today. I'm not talking about astrology, but I wanted to share some excerpts from a book that I have the absolute joy of owning, and it is this book called Awakening the Heart of Humanity by Ashmi Pathela. Now, I will share Ashmi's website and her Instagram addresses in the description box below, because this is somebody that I've been following for a while, and I have to say that there is not a single post that she has shared and written that hasn't resonated deeply with me. And I was lucky enough to receive this book for my birthday last year, and it is an absolute belter of a book. Unfortunately, I'm not sure. I think it was limited edition, so I don't know if she still has copies available. But basically, I wanted to share some just some very sort of brief parts of this book, because it really fits in with what I've been feeling about the need for starseeds and higher frequency souls to fully step in to the body, and to by taking responsibility for themselves in doing that, this is how we make the shift and the change happen. Because there is a real sense, and I certainly speak, from, obviously I can only speak from my personal experience, but for a long time I was waiting for things to happen externally, for people to disclose what was going on in our world, for information to come forward. And although that is happening step by step, it feels like it's a very slow process, and that can be frustrating. I know I'm not the only one who feels like that. But what Ashmi talks about, and the message that I'm starting to get really loud and clear, hence this video and sharing this information with you now, is that it is not about waiting for things to happen out there. What we have to do is to change the way we feel, the way we think inside of us, and to shift the frequency inside of us, because everything in this world is a mirror and it's a reflection. And we are only just on the kind of precipice of really understanding the power we have to create our reality. We've been talking, in the spiritual community for years about the power of manifestation, about how our words and our thoughts create our reality. But I think for a lot of us, we haven't really come on board with that and really stepped into that truth, although, that is starting to change. But what Ashmi talks about is the fact that we are, well, she refers to you, but she said, you are not just bystanders here to watch the show unfold. We are creating the show. We are the choreographers. It is, all of it is us. And as we awaken, the world awakens, because everything is a reflection of what we hold inside. As within, so without. It's that in a nutshell. She talks about the fact that, we have to face the shadow that we hold within us, that we've brought in with us, because as we face and we integrate and we start to love all the parts of ourselves that maybe we've felt uncomfortable about, or not wanted to look at, or felt ashamed of, the more we do that, the more the light floods in. And the more we allow the light in, the more we light up, and therefore we start to see the light reflected back at us, because we're shining light out, and all the universe can do is reflect that back to us. So really it is about making the change within. And this aligns really strongly with what I was saying in the last video that I shared about the fact that it's time for starseeds to land, to come fully into the body, because we cannot effect this change if part of us is off out trying to escape, or, up in the ethers, in the higher chakras. This is very much a time where we have to step right in to ground our energy in, because it is only by being fully in the body that we can sort of activate this light and the new frequencies that are just waiting to come in. It's like they are there. It's just we have to embody them so that they can then be reflected out. And it is by us doing that that the people that are around us start to recognize this new frequency, and they in turn start to embody that as well. And it is like a ripple effect. It's like the match, you know, we strike the match, and the fire is lit and the fire spreads. But obviously in this case, it's not fire, it's light, it's energy. So it is, you know, a truth that we have to realize and wake up that we are the master of everything. We are in charge of our reality. And, you know, that might be quite a harsh truth. It might be quite triggering because, you know, a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, I didn't ask for this experience, this, you know, this hell that I might be, you know, in. But from a higher soul perspective, yes, you did, because it is a route to learning about who you are and how powerful you are. And Ashmi says that once you harmonize the light and the shadow within you, the idea, and you let go of the idea that anything is separate from you, then all those kind of outer things, the people, the evil ones, the wrongdoers, they lose all power. So we have to transcend the belief of separation within ourselves. And that will then make us realize that we have created the illusion of the battle so that we can find our way home. So she's saying the greatest work that we can do to change this world, which is what all of us want to do and which is why we are all here, is to stand in our joy and to really embrace the feelings and start to step into the feeling of what it is that we want to see. Because as we hold that feeling and claim it and own it, then the universe responds. So she says, the world you see out there is first created from within. Find love in yourself in this moment and it will overflow into your life. So if you want peace in the world, you get to create peace in your own heart, under your own roof, in your own body. If you want the world to awaken, you get to awaken further to who you really are. And this is, it sounds really simple, too simple almost, but it really resonated with me. She said, the planet has already reached a critical mass of people holding a high frequency of love, and this is shifting the entire world into a higher timeline for the future. And the dominoes will continue to fall as we hold joy in our heart. And it is this joy, it is the gratitude, it is these higher frequencies, because as we start to embody those higher frequencies, it sort of starts to displace the shadow. And, you know, once we have displaced and shone light on that shadow and accepted all the parts of us for who we are, and that there is light and shadow within us, then more light comes in and the world shifts to align with our frequency. So the best way you can spread love throughout the world is first by extending love to all the unloved parts of you, of your being. You are here to hold the light, the love that you are. The light is you standing strong in your truth. It is you shining in your joy. And she also said, which really struck me, hold the light. There is no effort needed to point it anywhere. This is not something that needs to, you know, it isn't difficult. It is just a case of holding the light, because the more of us that do that, the more the light gets switched on, and then the outer world just starts to align. It's my feeling that it already has. It's just taking time to catch up. You know, and I really hope that that resonates with others as well. So there's no need to lower our frequency to fight the chaos that's going on. And we have to hold the vibration and keep it high right now through this process that we're going through. And she says, imagine one person doing it, it will light up their family and their household. Imagine 1 million people doing it, it will light up the whole world. And I think there's probably more of 1 million. There's more than 1 million of us doing it. So yeah, it really feels like this is it. This is it. So the moment you trust yourself and hold the frequency of the world that you want to experience in your heart, the moment you allow yourself to feel the new earth and live in the energy of it before you can see it, the entire world will shift like a reflection in the mirror. And in that moment, you will know it in your bones just how powerful you are. So, and there's beautiful artwork in this book, but this is the painting that is next to the words. And you know, that to me, she is Aquarius. She is Aquarius, full and full, with the star at the top, the water, the blue, and of course, you know, we are moving into, or Pluto and the sun are moving into Aquarius tomorrow. I do have a video that's going to go up at a similar time to this one, so please check that out, where I talk about the energies of the Pluto ingress from a slightly different perspective maybe, or just bringing in some new elements hopefully. So yeah, but it is about being in the body, finding ways to do that, and finding ways to love all parts of yourself. You know, there is no need to be ashamed or find fault or criticism anymore, because that is not the frequency that we are moving into. But just simply that it is as simple as, you know, change starts with you. With me, with each of us at an individual level, and then the ripple effect just kind of will carry that energy out, and then the universe will reflect that back to us. So I hope that resonates with you. Please do comment below. It's always really good to read comments, you know, and sort of, you know, read what people are experiencing. And yeah, I'll leave that with you. Have an amazing day.